Good evening, guys. Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl again with another video. So in today's video, actually, I'm going to be talking about finally getting ready to welcome your baby, getting ready to welcome your newborn. That is the video for today. Maybe you might be wondering why I'm doing that video, but because I just want to let you know the things that you have to carry in your bag if you're an expectant mom and you're preparing yourself to get ready to go to the hospital, what you have to pack in that hospital bag. Yeah, so if you're new here, if it's your first time here, if you just come across this channel anywhere, kindly subscribe, share, like and comment. And if you're my returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. I do appreciate your support. Kindly subscribe, share, like to encourage me keep on posting good videos for you. So let's get right to the video. I know some people might be wondering why I'm doing this video, because not everyone knows what to pack in a bag when it is time for delivery. First of all, sorry, there is noise at the background. I know if you can hear it, there is a church opposite us here. They are still praying up to now. Don't mind about the noise, please do your concentration. So meanwhile, not everybody knows what to pack in a bag, and that's why many people actually first search online, what can I pack in a bag. Many people know that maybe you can pack in a bag only clothes for the baby. Many people know that maybe you can pack like 2 or 3 clothes and then boom, you're good to go. But first, let me tell you what you have to prepare when you are an expectant mom and you are about to go to the hospital for delivery. First of all, it is recommended for every expectant mom, when you are 6 months pregnant or 8 months pregnant, that's when you have to go for your ultrasound. You go for scanning. It is called the scanning. You go, they scan you, they check the baby inside your womb, if the baby is well, and then they tell you the the baby's gender. Okay, they tell you the gender. But some people don't. It's not even obvious you have to do that, but some people even know by the signs. Okay, because you find that girls, if you're pregnant for a baby girl can actually make you hate like even your husband. Okay, hate even anyone. Like, you hate when people talk a lot, noise, things like that. But for a baby boy, you find that you are just normal. Like the way I was just normal. The only thing that I hated was perfumes. Okay, perfumes. I never wanted anyone with too much perfume to just sit next to me. I will not do that. I just walk away and just boom, go sit somewhere else. But back to the topic. Yeah, you can either do by the signs or you have to go for scanning. Then they can tell you the gender. Then after telling you the gender, what next is you to go for shopping. I mean, you don't have to go sorry, you actually don't have to go for shopping baby's clothes without knowing the gender, because you'll end up buying clothes and then later the baby is not going to use them. Okay, but even it's not good if you buy like maybe small, because yeah, the baby is just going to wear them, but not for longer. Okay, it's good you first go and check for the gender, and then after that you go to the shopping, you go to the mall or baby's shop, etc, and then you go you go and do the shopping. Okay, but first, what you have when you're shopping baby's clothes, what you have to have is a baby show. A baby show is a baby's warm bed sheet. It is actually they actually sell it in a pack. When you go to that shop for babies, for newborns, you find that baby show, it is in a pack with even a trouser, a t-shirt, a vest, and a sweater, warm for the baby. That one, they sell it in a set. You first have to get that one. Because reason why you have to buy that warm baby show, it is because that baby is coming to the world whereby is not used to. So for the first 3 months, that baby has to be wrapped, or even for the first 1 month, that baby has to be wrapped in that bed sheet, not to get that too much coldness or too much hair on your baby. That's why you have to buy that warm baby shawl. Or even when you're going anywhere to the hospital to visit a friend, that baby shawl is meant for the baby. You have to wrap the baby in it so that the baby cannot get any dusty, any hair, any cold, anything dangerous for the baby, because the baby is not used to that. Okay, so that is the first that you have to get. And then secondly, you have to have cotton. When you're preparing that bag, your hospital bag, you're ready to go to the hospital and welcome your newborn, you have to pack in there your cotton hood. Buy that cotton. It is a pack. It's always big. That cotton, it is not the baby that is going to use. It is you, the mother, who is going to use it. Okay? Because when you go to the hospital, you never know, either you're going to give birth normal or you're going to give birth through CS. So that's why that cotton is recommended. You have to have it in your bag. Thirdly is surgical spirit. You have to buy a surgical spirit. Go to the pharmacy or any hospital, you buy it, pack it in your bag. Number 4 is your panties. As a mother, you have to have a panty. Your panties as more like 5 or 4, because you don't know how many days you're going to spend in a hospital. And then another thing, because that time you'll not have the energy actually to be washing all those clothes in a hospital. Okay, and then the other thing is a basin. You have to have a basin when you're going to the hospital. Another thing is a plate. You have to have a plate. Another thing is a cup. You have to have a cup. Another thing is a spoon. You have to have a spoon when you're going to the hospital, because in a hospital they don't share plates, they don't share cups, they don't share spoons. So you have to have your own personal things that you're going to have to use in a hospital. And then in that bag for the baby that you're going to pack, you have to pack that baby shawl to be number 1. Just when you buy it, make sure you wash it before packing it in that bag that you're going to carry to go to the hospital. Okay, make sure you've washed it, it's well dried with no smelling detergents, because that newborn is not used to any smelling detergents. Okay, make sure you've washed it, it's very dry and it does not have perfumes in it. Okay, another thing, the clothes for the baby. First of all, the clothes that you have to pack in that bag is overalls. You see the overalls that the baby can wear and cover the baby's legs, that is the overalls. You have to pack as many as you can, either 5 or 6 in that hospital bag, and make sure they are very clean, they are washed. You don't buy something for the baby and then you don't wash it. The baby's skin is very sensitive. Remember, he's still a newborn. He's not used to wearing these clothes, things like that. We are just introducing them to these clothes, to the new world. Okay, you make sure you wash them, pack them, or even if you can iron them to kill the germs, and then pack it in the bag very well. And then another thing that you can pack in that bag is socks, warm socks. Buy warm socks. Don't buy socks that are just in 1 week, boom, they are just panuka and then very not warmy. So buy socks that are warm, wash them and pack in the bag. Okay, another thing is buy pampers. You see, for the newborn, if you're getting ready to the hospital, you first have to start with original pampers. You see, original pampers. Don't buy soft care, don't buy pretty baby, don't buy things like that. Buy pampers itself. buy that pack it in that bag. Okay. And another thing you have to buy is baby's products. That one that actually you feel the smell is good, either Cautions or Johnson's. So you feel the smell of the one you like, and then that is the one the baby is going to use. Remember, the baby, when the baby is in a hospital, you're not going to watch the baby in the hospital. When you give birth and that they have washed the baby, they have cleaned the baby, that is the day that the baby is clean until you come back home, because you're not going to use that basin that you use and clean the baby. No, you don't do that. When you're in a hospital, you're in a hospital. When you come back home, that's when you're going to start bathing the baby, unless you call for the baby's basin in a hospital. Remember, when you're shopping the baby's clothes, you have also to buy the baby's basin. Okay, you know the baby's basin has a seat in it, and also has a place where you can put a soap, things like that. So you buy that basin, and then either they can bring you in a hospital, or you wait until you come home. That's when you're going to start bathing the baby. Okay. And another thing that you have to pack in the bag is bed sheets. Okay, bed sheets for the baby, for carrying the baby, and also the warm blanket where the baby is going to be. That blanket that you're going to lay it on that bed. You don't just get a light bed sheet and just lay it there and then you put the baby. Remember, the baby is still small. You're protecting the baby from being affected by the coldness for the first days. You know, it is very bad. So you have to have a warm blanket or any warm bed sheet. You just buy it, a warm bed sheet, whereby when it is time for the baby to sleep, that is when you're still in a hospital. But if you're home, you have other bed sheets. Obviously, your bed is your bed. You trust your bed. But those beds in a hospital, whereby everyone has used them, you don't trust them. You can't just put the baby there anyhow. You understand? So you just have that bed sheet, lay it on the bed, and then put the baby to rest, to sleep. Okay. And then another thing that you can pack there is pads. Pads is for you, the mother, because it's either you can use the cotton and the cotton wool gets finished, and maybe your husband is busy that time and you have nobody to send it out. Okay, you have to use the pads. Okay, shift it to the pads, use them. And another thing is your clothes that you're going to be wearing in a hospital. Okay, you can't actually stay in one cloth until the day you're going to be discharged from the hospital. It is not like that, because you're going to smell. Do you know the smell you're going to produce in a hospital? You're going to produce a worse smell than the toilet smell. So you have to pack some of your clothes that you're going to be changing in a hospital till you are discharged. Or if you carry two, make sure when those two you've worn them, you call for the other clothes. That is if you're still in a hospital. Okay. Another thing is a bed sheet for yourself. A bed sheet for yourself that you're going to be covering yourself together with the baby. Okay. Yeah. So all that, when you're preparing for the baby, you have to make sure you've arranged all that before going to the hospital. You've bought all that before going to the hospital, or even before you reach to your last month. Okay. You know, they normally give dates of your last dates of giving birth in your scanning date. Is different from the hospital, from your antenatal date. They come different. So it is you to get ready earlier than those dates, before those dates come, because you never know which one is going to be right or which one is not going to be right. So you get ready before next month. If you're supposed to go next month, if next month is your last month, before, maybe let's say, like I said, 8th month is always better for you to get ready. 8 or 6, that is when you have to prepare the baby's clothes. Okay, also those ones who can buy a bed for the baby at home, that small bed for the baby, a net for the baby, and yeah, many things for the baby, if you can afford. But if you cannot afford, for the first time you can buy those ones you are able to buy. Okay, the rest of the things come later. Yeah, so those are the things actually that you have to pack in your hospital bag when you're getting ready to welcome your newborn. Yeah, so name them. There are so many. Name them at the comment section and let's hear them. So thank you so much. Have a blessed evening. It is a Sunday here. Have a blessed evening and a great week ahead. Thank you so much. If you haven't yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, kindly subscribe, share, like, and comment, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.